Hello YouTubers, welcome back to my channel. Today is day 3 of my November 30-day challenge where I'll be sharing my gifts and ideas for family and friends and just things for myself I wanted to make. So this weekend I'm heading out to a scrapbooking retreat, so I made myself this tote bag using this design from Design Studio called Crafting is my cardio and a pair of scissors to add with it. So I'm just going to resize the design and go from there. So I'm happy with it, and now I'm just going over to remember to flip my mat so it prints out right, because I don't know what happened, but when I actually went to cut this, it was not flipped, even though I did flip it. So I got a massive new order from the Vinyl Loft, which is where I get my vinyl supplies from, just in time for my retreat so that I can do some crafty things while I'm away. So I have this tote bag, which I'm really impressed with the quality. It is nice and thick canvas, and it even has a zip on it when it actually zips up. Once I got it zipped up and zipped it and unzipped it a few times, the zip went quite fine. So I'm just going to use my Air Explorer 2 for this, just simply because I am using my main computer today and it's just sitting connected on my desk already. So I'm going to go with black and yellow for my bag because yellow happens to be my favorite color. So just remembering to put my piece shiny side down, and we're just going to go and cut it out like so. So I was very happy with how this turned out. There's my scissors. My scissors end up doing a different one. I thought I could just put it back in and cut it again. Then I realized I needed to position the heat transfer back on the mat. So I'm just doing that, and I love the scrapey tool. It just makes making sure that the vinyl is nice and adhered to the mat easy. And I actually got the big one on the weekend, so I'm just going to load it up and cut the wording out like so. For some reason my machine was being a bit temperamental and the cutting button just didn't want to cut straight away when I pressed it. So there is my wording, and then I'm just going to do the same thing with my yellow, cut out what I need for my tote bag, making sure it is lined up and adhered down properly. I think I had some air bubbles in it, so I was just pressing all the air bubbles out, and off we go for the last time. And then after that comes the fun bit of weeding all the excess HTV vinyl, which I love doing. I love weeding. So I just get my little pointy tool like so, and then I just peel back the rest of the vinyl that is not needed like so, and then just weed out any bits and pieces that need to be done. So here I am with my bag, and I have lined up where I want my bits and pieces to go. I'm going to get out my trusty heat press and heat my bag to make the vinyl stick down a little bit while I adhere the rest of it like so. And I ended up putting my scissors a different way than what I did on my design layout, which is still fine. It worked out quite well. So I'm just using 30 seconds at 260 temperature, because if you'd seen my video yesterday, you know that I had trouble with the 250 setting on the shirt that I made. So I'm just going to peel it off and check it, and we are good to go. And then I'm just going to do the same process with my scissors. So another 30 seconds, and just moving it slowly back and forward and all around my design. Just picking off the cat hair that seems to get in everything that I do. And we'll just peel it back like so. Then I'm just going to have to line up the yellow bit where it goes. And this was a little tricky. It took a little bit of adjusting, and I don't think it's quite perfect, but overall I'm happy with how it turned out. So I'm just lining that up and pressing it down a bit so I can line up the other areas like so. And then we're just going to repeat the process for the last little bit of my HTV vinyl. And then we have a perfectly tote bag, which would make a great present for any crafter. You could definitely change the wording or change your symbol to suit any type of crafter. But I use this bag to carry my leather vinyl designs and supplies for my hair bows that I've been making. And there we go, guys. That is my project for today. Bye. Thanks for watching.